I've been working collaboratively for quite some time with sculptural works and painting works and performance, mainly with big casts of dancers or performers, or even non-dancers, non-trained performers. So I have always been curious about kind of splurging together painting, drawing and movement, and that started to be explored maybe about 20 years ago. I've always been quite fascinated by kind of movements of art history and kind of a tricky relationship with that. One's kind of very passionately sort of in love with those, and also feeling that exclusion of, you know, different types of bodies, different types of people, different narratives and stories that are excluded from that kind of canon. This is 50 metres of canvas, and it covers 45 metres of the space. And we started with laying these, the canvas 25 metres and 25 metres next to each other in Dilston Grove, where I then did workshops with, I think it is about 20 participants over a week. Movement that is deliberately about sort of disorientating our ideas of the body, our perceptions of the body, our encounter with each other. So from that place, we start to make on top of the canvases, on top of in Dilston Grove, making and drawing while working with these kind of different disorientating kind of ideas. The kind of basis for this was to think about something that was quite epic, the epic pictorial tale, like the Bayeux Tapestry or the Parthenon frieze or the Sistine Chapel, these kinds of big storytelling in painting. So that was a kind of idea that I wanted to bring into play, and I wanted it to be a really collaborative, community-focused exploration. FACTUAL was a commission from the National Gallery. I originated in thinking about classical painting, and it was performed at the National Gallery, this kind of colonial monster, and thinking all about the kind of representations of bodies and the stories and what's kind of given priority there. So I was thinking a lot about kind of what painting can do and the kind of collapse of the canon. The fold of the canon was behind the canvas, this 2D form that kind of once folds, what does it reveal? What's kind of underneath? What's behind this kind of great sort of weight of white, male, Western classical canon? FACTUAL now is an expanded vision, ideas. You've been able to use quite literally painting practice. You know, there's a lot of parody of painting in the whole thing. So we use wet paint. There's 6 performers coming and bringing this work to Dilston Grove with this huge ceiling, this kind of large vaulted ceiling. Was absolutely an incredible place to put the work, as well as the work then being set in a kind of religious space. So I love this kind of correlation with, or this kind of reference to religion and classical painting. So there seemed like it felt like a really good fit. It's sort of emphasizing a little bit more the kind of reverence towards painting and all those kind of gestures throughout history that are marked, or physical gestures that we kind of explore in painting, and its relationship to across time, a relationship to religion. So it felt completely perfect, that.